begin your workout with lots of stretching.
Well, a few recent studies say stretching may be counterproductive.
What?
Is something called a dynamic warm-up a better choice? Sarah Simmons is over in Studio B finding out. Hey, Sarah.
Hey guys, well, I'm learning that perhaps stretching is still good. It's just you want to put it at a different point in your workout. And here to tell us more about stretching and maybe a different way to warm up is Coach G, as we know him. He's been here before, friend of the show, also known as Gerard Burley for those out there that don't know him as Coach G. So just in case there. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me, Sarah.
Yeah, so it's, everybody has always thought, as we were talking about those traditional stretches, okay, you do this type of thing when you get ready to go,
1, 2, 3,
hold it for 10 seconds,
exactly.
that kind of thing. But there's some new research that has come out saying that's not necessarily the way you should start. Why not?
Exactly. So when we're talking about dynamic stretching, we're really talking about like a series of quick, short movements. It's going to help us raise our body's core temperature and increase the range of motion around our joints.
So it does two things in one.
Exactly, 2 for 1. So we think like the old school, what I call like schoolyard stretching, like we talked about. We do like a little bit of aerobics, maybe some jogging, jumping jacks. But then afterwards, while we're holding those stretches so long, we're actually dropping our core temperature down, and those muscles get a little cold, our mind gets out of our workout, and we actually end up a little bit more susceptible for injury.
And almost, I think I was reading too, it makes the muscles too loose.
Exactly. So we actually don't want our muscles too loose before we do exercises. We want to activate them and get them ready to do the actual exercise we're going to do. But too loose is actually going to make them weaker.
Okay. So let's give people an idea then, some of the dynamic warm-ups
Let's
that
go.
you
Let's
talk
keep it
about.
dynamic.
Now, how many different ones do you have here that you're going to show us today?
So I can show you like 4 today.
Okay.
But you really want to let your exercise, whatever your workout, be your guide. So one thing I start simple, just a knee pull to chest. So toes are up, you're grabbing the knee, pulling all the way up to your chest. And I like to walk with it.
Instead of just standing.
Yeah, it just makes it more fun that way.
Okay.
Another one we can do, like coming back, is a Frankenstein kick.
Oh, right.
So we think about Frankenstein.
See what I can do.
Yeah, you can do it. So think about when Frankenstein walks, he has no knee joints. So the arms are out, legs are nice and straight, and we're kicking up to our hands as we move.
Now, how long, again, this is something you're moving, like maybe go from one end of the gym to the other?
Yeah, maybe like down and back, maybe about 10 or 20 times, like 10, 20 kicks, just to get yourself nice and loose.
Now, what is that doing when you do those kind of, like, what is it? It's keeping things moving, but you're also stretching at the same time and getting your heart rate up?
Exactly. So we're getting our heart rate up, getting our core temperature up, but each stretch has different specific muscles we're hitting. Like with the Frankenstein kicks, you probably feel it right in the back of your legs.
Right.
We're hitting our hamstrings and then even the top of our glutes. With the knee pulls, we're really hitting our glutes here. If we were moving into like a lunge, we could drop down to a lunge here and lean back here. We're really opening up that hip flexor that you talked about. You had a little trouble with.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of trouble, so I'm not doing too much of this today.
But even if we were doing more of an upper body workout, we could do something like an inchworm where we're going down, walking all the way out, get a good push up here, and then actually move our feet all the way up toward our hands.
And so what is the goal to kind of to keep your legs as straight as possible when doing that?
Exactly. So think like how an inchworm walks. We're either moving our front part of our body with our arms, keeping our legs nice and straight. We go down to a good push up here, keeping the core tight, of course, and then bringing our toes up, only moving our legs while we keep our arms nice and straight.
And this is like just the warm up to the big workout. This may look like a workout to some people. But then, when do you incorporate that stretching? I mean, we still want to do some of those traditional stretches, right?
You're absolutely right. So we want to move that static stretching more toward the end of our workout. And that's when we're actually going to gain a lot of our flexibility and actually kind of help our heart rate cool down and calm down toward the end of our workouts.
All right. Coach G Fitness, that is the name of your business, and you are such a big help. We love having you in here. Gets us motivated and feel good about working out.
Exactly. Get out there. Let's get moving.
I know, even though it's like, what, 90 degrees outside?
Early in the morning.
Right. Okay. Coach G, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. You're watching Fox 5.